Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology as we continue the Egyptian single missions. Let me just find where those are at, and here we go, mission 3, Egg Basket. Egg Basket, Hatzor Air Base, date May 28th, local time, 01:15 hours, weather clear. Mission objective, use the B-2 stealth and high payload to destroy a supply base near Bir Hasanah. Threat suppression data, ground opposition, possible ZSU-23-4s, ZSU-57-2s, and Crodal SAMs, air opposition, possible F-16s, Mirage 3s, F-5s, and Gazelles. Alright, so just one of these missions. Excuse me. I think we're going to use our standard mix of, yeah, that looks good. Let's see. How many could we get in here? Okay, not as many as... Okay, so that's, I think, our max payload, and then, we'll spend half an hour removing unnecessary fuel, just to kind of lighten us up a bit. Not that it does much, again, you know, being a bomber and all, but, you know, every little bit helps. There we go, 125,000 pounds of fuel, and with that, I think we can go. Alright, as always, we will start by turning on our infrared and making a climb. We are already about 35 miles from the supply depot.
3 miles, 11 o'clock.
Combat music intensifies for just a truck. A very threatening truck. Alright, let's see, I'm not picking up any contacts in the RWR.
3 miles, 9 o'clock.
And I must say, that is surprising.
Waypoint Bravo, bearing 224.
I mean, normally, when we've done these missions, there's like a ton of enemy fighters, so I won't complain. If all we have to face are air defense. Oh, there they are. They're taking off from Bir Hasanah. I don't know if these fighters to the south of us are going to give us any cover or not. But, oh, there's more. Looks like they're coming from Refidin. Okay, so we are getting a little off course, so let's try to slide back in. And let's continue climbing. Oops. Did not want to do that. That would make my radar signature a fair bit bigger. But we're at 20,000 feet, so I think... Oh, they might actually give us some air support. They'll probably die, unless they're F-22s, but... this... I think we'll only have to climb to 30,000 feet for this, if the enemy aircraft are going to be distracted by a friendly fighter corps. You know, that thing I wanted every time we did one of these in the campaign. Looks like the enemy aircraft are, they're either following waypoints or they're turning to attack this guy. Oh, I see missile launches on the RWR. And they seem to be splitting up, so they must be... I'm guessing they're being fired upon by ground forces and taking evasive action. There we go. So our target should be... Oh, that's definitely the aircraft firing now. And it shows up on our map, but not... unfortunately, our targeting system. I think we're just gonna keep climbing. Oh! Looks like the, our friendly air cover took out one group, at least. Alright. There we go. As always, I presume the big cluster is what we need to hit. So we can make a shallow dive now and hopefully come into range so that our infrared system's gonna get up. Go, fighter, go! Switch our IR to... I really wish you could switch your active or your RWR and your sensor differently, because I want to see the RWR. I always want out to like 50 nautical miles unless I'm in a dogfight, but the IR I would definitely want with a 10. Okay, more aircraft are taking off, but it looks like the only ping I'm getting from here was from a friendly aircraft, so nice job clearing the way for us. Alright, we got SAMSI here. SA6 if I recall correctly. Or no, that's a buck. I think that's higher than an SA6.
4 miles.
It's
11 o'clock.
been a while since I last read through Soviet missile
7
systems.
miles.
Actually, I have no idea what we're targeting, so we'll go to 15,000
5 miles.
feet and then level out, I think.
5 miles.
Okay, there we go. Now we can see the bunkers now. So
4 miles.
and there's everyone.
Bombs away. Bombs away. 3 miles.
Okay.
Bombs away.
Ooh, this we might have to make 2 passes here. Out of that one.
Bombs away. Bombs away.
Oh, we are.
Apex inbound. Drop back. We have a fireball.
Are we? Oh, we're pointed down. Shit. And it seems for whatever reason the B2 does not support the bomb site for the. Did we shut it off by accident? No. But I know our job here ain't done. But just as so we got an F-16 and a MiG or something dealing with our friendly fighters. So good on him. He's doing superb. We're going to come around for another pass though and try to take advantage of this because they aren't too far from us. So I want to be able to, with what little time we have left of our ally fighting them off, I want to be able to
5 miles. 11 o'clock.
There we go. I want to be able to quick level this place. Alright.
3 miles.
So we should be on a line. There we go. I think it'll come into view in any second now. I hope. There we go. Alright, jam her up. Jam her off, rather. Bay door is closed. So this should do them a hurt. This should do some hurt. Woo! My God, I love the smell of freedom in the morning. That's mission accomplished? Oh, hell no, it ain't. We still got bombs that ain't been dropped. Although I will check, oh yeah, that F-22 is still dogfighting them. See, this is all they had to do. Some F-22s, and we'd be a lot better off than trying to thread the needle like we ended up
5
having
miles,
to.
3 o'clock.
So we have enough time for one more pass, I think, even if they were to break off and
4
engage me
miles.
right now. Shit. Trying to tweak too many controls at once. Okay.
3 miles.
Yep, we are lit up like a Christmas tree for everyone to see.
3 miles. On the way. On the way.
Radars closed, jammer closed, climb, 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 and let us turn to heading 090. Okay, we got a little bit before they, so we're going to make a really sharp turn here, so I can just get it done with. Alright. Okay. Oh, so those shelters were already destroyed, because these are the hardened aircraft shelters, I think. But, there, we made double sure that we not only cracked them open, but destroyed what's inside. So, actually, let's turn to heading 045 now. I don't know if our, it looks like the F-22 has finally been defeated, but that's, very impressive endurance for an AI because, you know, they obviously aren't as skilled as us, but for the two AI F-22s to last that long against, like, 8 F-16s and, I don't know, F-5s, Raphael M's or something of that nature, you know, it's very impressive in my opinion. But now we're just going to zoom right on out of here.
Waypoint Charlie, bearing 30.
And at this point, I'm not expecting any more problems. I'm not expecting them to pursue us. But, oh, that F-22 is still alive. He's still fighting him. Good luck, buddy. In fact, maybe he destroyed them because now he's just heading straight the same way we're going. God, that is awesome. Why couldn't they do that for our for the campaign? You know, I always thought the quick missions were supposed to be harder than the campaign missions, because that's kind of how these older games worked. Is, you know, we go through the campaign, which in my opinion older games typically have a more challenging campaign than newer games. Part of it is just the mechanics, like no regenerating health and such, but I think part of it is also simpler AI that you know, just knows things they shouldn't, and aimbots and stuff. Excuse me. But in general, with older games, I would think that the quick missions, like, you might have a few just to get you into the swing of things. That would be easy, but then the rest would be like, okay, you've beaten the campaign, and you still want more. You want a challenge? Here you go. And especially with expansion packs, I recall it was a game reviewer, I think, that was saying that we're, you know, with the old-timey expansion packs, you know, like the really old ones, like the original Command and Conquer was, you know, those are like, oh, you want more? Our game too easy for you? Well, here you go.
2 miles.
You know, kind of like what certain newer games do, like Payday 2, every time they release a new difficulty level. Oh, we heard someone beat it on Death Wish 1 down, so yeah, here's triple Death Wish, triple down, or something like that, you know. Alright.
Waypoint Delta, bearing 6. Descend to Angel 0.
Let's put down our flap. Looks like that's our airbase there. And now we just gotta land this guy. And, you know, getting back to what I was talking about, though, I think we saw that with the Vietnam campaign. You know, that's kind of, I think that kind of set the tone for how I expect these single missions to be. Because I'll admit, as a kid, I didn't. I just played the campaigns and quick missions, really, or sometimes I make my own pro quote-unquote mission, but I didn't really do the quick missions much. And but when I did the Vietnam quick missions, it's like, oh, okay, so these are like the extra hard bonus missions, which Vietnam definitely seemed that way. Like a lot of times they made you fly they didn't give you a choice, and they made you fly the F-4B, which we all remember how shitty the Vietnam era missiles were. Or they would put you in like an F-8 Crusader against, what was it that one time? It was like 8 MiG-17s, and they were pretty good ones too. So yeah, let's switch to navigational mode. So that kind of set the tone for what I expected from these quick missions. But so far these haven't been too difficult. Maybe it's just the difference between USNF 97 and ATF, because the Kuril Islands ones, I think they were somewhat difficult. Ukraine was just the training missions, I think. There wasn't really a... I don't know, for some reason I thought there were... I think there were a few non-training ones, but generally that was just training missions. Alright, let's stay on the ball here, but who knows, maybe... I do know there's some quick missions, a lot of quick missions with the ATF that aren't associated with a campaign. And we'll do those after we finish the campaign-related ones, but, alright. We are still dropping in altitude. It's good. I don't want to drop as hard, though. We're coming up a little short. There we go. Now you can finish dropping her. And I like how our bomb display apparently isn't giving an accurate reflection of what we are looking at now. But it's fine.
Welcome home.
Alright, we got our welcome home, so let's go on over and park then. And maybe our F-22 buddy will join us. I don't know if he's going to go to this base or stay on patrol or go to another base, but if he joins us, that'll be, well, he just might. He's still heading in, so we just got to find a place to park this bad boy. Probably put on the brake because we're still doing 60 knots, and let's not hit that shelter. I think they're going to have some problems fitting this into the hardened aircraft structures or shelters. How much speed do we have left? 8 knots. Close enough. Alright, let's speed it up and see if our, oh, he's coming. He's a-coming. I hear him. Woo! Now, I'm curious to see if the AI for, people that aren't our wingmen just take off automatically. So let's see. Oh, it didn't do the thing that, it did in other missions where other single missions where like it would just automatically refill our fuel and weapons. Alright, yeah, he's just gonna park there, so kudos to you, buddy. I can't actually look over far enough to target him, but there we go. Alright, so that's this mission done, and let's go to debriefing. Debrief. Hotzer Air Base. Date, May 28th. Mission, Egg Basket. Resolution, success. Congratulations, you destroyed the supply base. So there were 21 targets that we destroyed. Took us half hour in-game. Time compression thankfully speeds that up, though. So we ended up destroying 8 vehicles, which were probably some of the trucks we saw. 21 structures, and then 13 others, which probably is a combination of soldiers and cargo crates and such. Our bombs only had a 43% hit chance, but we sure used a lot of them, So that concludes that quick mission. So thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time as we continue the Egyptian quick missions, and we'll see you then.